The other day, Nintendo had their direct mini presentation on June 28th, I believe, and they covered several games. And the past couple of days, I talked about a few games, actually two games that they covered. And I'm only talking about games that stood out the most to me. Not saying that the other games that they talked about or appeared during their presentation were not good or anything. There's just games that I felt like I want to talk about. I may not get a chance to talk about all the games, but I think I'm going to talk about the ones that stand out the most. I talked about Super Bomberman R2, and then I also talked about Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. And another game that really stood out to me was the Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope game. It's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be like a real-time strategy action-adventure type of game. And, it's pretty cool because you don't see anything like that too often with, with anything Mario-related, with the exception of the prequel that came out in 2017. And I saw the trailer, I saw the designs, I saw the gameplay. I was really impressed by what I saw, mainly because you don't see stuff like that in a Mario game too often. Because when it comes down to like Mario games, we get the same platform type of genre type of gameplay. We also get RPG gameplay with the Paper Mario series, which is still popular. The latest Paper Mario game that came out back in 2020 was actually a success, and it broke over $1 million. I think it did somewhere between, I think it did either 2 or 3 mil. I'm not exactly sure how much that game particularly sold. But Paper Mario is still popular, and this game looked like it's going to be very popular once it's released a little bit later this year. And this game is supposed to come out on October 20th of 2022, and keeping my fingers crossed and hoping I don't get pushed back. I saw the plot for the game, and as the trailer was, giving us a rundown of the game itself and what to expect, it was talking about the plot. It looked eerily similar to that of Super Bomberman R2 in terms of players having to deal with foreign invaders who, I guess, threaten their world or what have you. I thought that was really interesting. I'm not going to complain about it. The plot for the game is very basic, and it should be because it's a children's game, or it's a game that appeals to casuals, so it's not supposed to be in-depth and complex, so I think that's pretty cool. And also, the level design is actually going to be different from that of the previous game because it's going to be non-linear opposed to the last game that came out in 2017, which was linear. And I think that's going to make things a little bit more exciting. And I think it's going to be something that adds to the overall gameplay of the Sparks of Hope title that's supposed to come out a little bit later this year. And I feel like just by watching this trailer, it's going to be one of the more interesting, I guess, spin-off Mario games that we've gotten in a very long time. And honestly, when it comes to spin-off Mario games, like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been this interested in anything resembling a spin-off since Super Mario RPG from 96. Not saying that every other game they came out with, like in the 2000s and the teens, weren't bad. It's just that Super Mario RPG from 96 is a timeless classic. Not as many people got a chance to really play it when it came out because people were playing, PS1 and they were into all types of stuff, so that game probably got overshadowed. But you had you had a lot of Mario games that came out in different genres. I feel like the whole real-time strategy, action-adventure genre is something that's very unique because when you think of games like that, Mario's not the first thing that comes to mind. It's normally, platform or racing or, even RPG for that matter. But I do feel like the Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope has a certain level of appeal that's going to attract both hardcore fans of the series and casuals as well. And I'm not exactly sure how well this game's going to do. We're just going to have to wait and see. But considering the fact that it's supposed to be released like right before the holiday season, I do feel that this game is going to reach at least 1 million, if not 2 million. Probably before the end of the year. That's just my prediction. Hoping that I'm right, but I do feel that this game is going to be a big deal until Nintendo comes out with a sequel years from now, which is most likely going to appear on the successor of the Nintendo Switch.